Welcome back everyone to another voiceover video of a recent Alliance Conquest match. This time I'm going over highlights and events that happened during a recent match between TQL and 6NK Mirabilis, another alliance that I don't think we faced before. Looking over what's happened in TQL so far, this is a fourth match of Season 22. We've won 2 and lost 1. And let's see how the field looks as we get ready to begin. Okay, here as we're getting ready to go, it's fairly even. TQL has 76 members in the game. Mirabilia has 69. And here as the battle starts, it's always questionable about how the game is going to begin here. So we get a tower and an outpost, they get a tower and an outpost. It's almost like the opening of a chess game in a way, where you start moving pawns and they just kind of get arranged in a familiar pattern. So this is where we are to start with. Somebody's commenting that Ace's Z is cavalry and strong, mentioning that he was MVP in a game recently. So we'll have to see how we fare. They've taken the Mother Temple with that account. And as we get ready for the ports to come to life, Hank Hill has surged ahead and with spears taken the Mother Tower. Good recon to know that that was a Cav player. Okay, ready for the ports, and let's see how this goes. Looks like they got into this. Yeah, we were a little bit behind on both ports here. Let's fill what we've got, as apparently we're being told to keep sending spears to both of the northern buildings, the outpost as well as the Mother Tower, to help defend. We'll have to formulate a plan to deal with the ports here. And again, we're looking at a really close score, difference of only 160 points between the two alliances here. 6NK is really going hard after the Mother Temple, throwing a lot of infantry at it, I'm sure, as we're still trying to load up with spears. We're in a position where we don't have enough spears amongst us at this point for all the buildings that we're trying to maintain. We're doing a pretty decent job of having marches come in periodically in order to keep the Mother Port on our side. And I can see that we've also taken our far port. Now we're looking at getting spears to Sotlerman in our far port. Now I don't have any spears left because I've pushed them all towards the other buildings, as I'm sure others have, but I'm going to send what I've got. Ace's Z, their strong player, has taken Casterly Rock. Not really a surprise there. Some other buildings have changed hands. So a lot of buildings have changed hands here. We have a stronghold. They have a port in Casterly and the other stronghold. 6NK has about a 1,500 point lead on us at this time. Although our point differential, we're catching up slowly, but really do have to keep an eye on where they may strike, and we have to be strategic about what we're going to do. Icy Wolf is calling for spear cav rallies on Casterly Rock. I guess that makes sense given that Ace's Z is a cav player. And it looks like Hank Hill has taken CR. So we're playing a very smart game at this point, looking out for what troops they're using, countering effectively, and now I'm sure that 6NK is trying to do the same. See, Lord Kodo has taken the Lannister stronghold. We're catching up. We still have a bit of a ways to go. TQL has caught up, although 6NK has launched a counterattack to take a port, the Mother Temple. We still have a pretty solid hold on Casterly at this point, so I think we're okay as things stand right now. And now we've taken the other port as well. Neltharios has secured an even bigger advantage for us. TQL looks to be in a pretty solid position if we can hold on. 6NK is likely going to take one building and target it. I don't know whether that'll be one of the ports or whether it'll be Casterly. More likely it will be one of the ports. Okay, it's almost time for the mines, and a lot of buildings have gone back and forth, but TQL has managed to hold on to the lead. Now we've got a 10,000 point advantage, so we're looking to be in pretty decent shape as the mines become open. And here we go. The race as always. 6NK manages to snag both of them. Icy Wolf is commenting that the left mine is very weak. I'm not sure if that's just the player who's weak or what that means at this point. Lord Venus has captured the other mine. Warrior K, we saw, was pretty good at holding a building. They've done a good job of filling it. Here come our attacks. They'll have to hold on very strong to catch up at this point. Maximus has taken the other mine, so now it's time to fill that, obviously, as quickly as possible. I'm not sure how 6NK almost seems to be dropping out of the mine, because their points per minute are really erratic at this point. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I'm not sure what's happening there. So they're using Dragon's Might in order to protect their mine. Smart move. And by the looks of it, this is a solid victory for the Quokkas. Even though 6NK has taken both mines at this point, it doesn't really matter, I don't think. There's no way they can catch up with this kind of lead. One thing I didn't realize until after the fact, after the season ended, I realized that this was one of my last events with TQL. We had a little bit of a situation where one of the players, I'm not going to name any names, decided to try something experimental, caused some problems with some of the members, including myself, who kind of weren't clued in, and suddenly found themselves on the outside of the TQL Alliance. I've managed to find a new home with RDK on Kingdom 233, and I'll be continuing with them. I enjoyed my time in TQL. I had their leader reach out to me after the fact and kind of apologize for what happened, saying that it certainly wasn't intended from her part. I appreciate her reaching out to me, but you know, what's kind of done is done, sort of thing. And I wish them well as they move forward, and I wish them well in the wars to come. So TQL enjoys a solid victory here. 81,000 points to 62,000 points. Somebody's asking if there's any need to retreat from buildings. Won't really change anything. We got our 80, they got their 60, and it's going to be a solid win. Just end on the note of reminding everybody that this game is supposed to be pixels and fun. Of course, we should take it seriously, and when you're part of an alliance, you should, do your best to be a part of that alliance and participate in whatever events are there. But, there's got to be room for everybody. There are free-to-play players, and there are pay-to-play players, and we all need each other in order to make a proper community. So I'll leave you all on that note. Thanks for watching, and look forward to seeing you for the next video.